Yo guys, this is Reinhardt, it's your favorite Russian talking. We're going to be talking about the arena race war between WildStar, Star Wars and World of Warcraft. But the first thing I want to do is I want to make an announcement about my guild and the way it works, because we're still recruiting. So basically I created the guild about a month ago, and so far we have about 49 members. I know it's not much, but we are not mongoloids. We don't spam people with the random arena invites. We actually, the only time we recruit is through personal interviews. So there's actually a long time, like we interviewed about 120 people and we recruited about 45 members. So I think that's actually gonna tell us like we are looking and more focused on the like family oriented, community-based centric guild instead of just going for the massive recruitment for the shits and giggles. Especially it's a very good thing to do, because when people loot, they loot shit, the guild gets gold. But the fact is, I really could give a shit about it because I'm trying to build up a really good community. So the results are strong and awesome. A lot of members gain anywhere from 200 to 400 to 500 extra rating. Just being in a guild where everybody is focused on either becoming really good player or helping people to get very good, which is awesome. Is we have a few rank 1s and gladiators, and what we've been doing is we've been paying those guys for 5,000 gold for 1 hour of their time, and they would actually like just set up the meeting, and they would talk to our guild members and teach them a few things, teach them how to find the better players, teach them maybe how to become a better healer, teach them how to be a proper DPS spec, or how to proper pug RBGs. So basically, not only we have people who are looking up to the high rated players and trying to get better at the game, we also have a high rated players looking on our basically lower rated players, but not from the point of looking down on them, but looking like, hey dude, you got this, you can actually do it. If what? Come to my workshop. This is what I'm going to be teaching next time. And I think just overall, like, the creativity of what we're trying to achieve in the guild right now is by far the best I've ever seen. Trying to be humble there, my friend. Don't you understand that? But in all honesty, everybody so far being just like having a blast in the guild, and I think really appreciate it. Actually gonna give kudos a lot to my members. Hey, what's up, guilders? You looking for this video? You're fucking awesome. Thanks for actually taking a leap of faith and coming over to our guild. Now, let's talk a little bit about arenas. So the funny thing is, Star Wars coming out with arenas 4v4. Guess what? WildStar is a new MMO coming out, and they are actually gonna be also coming up with the new arenas as well. Guess what? The Guild Wars 2, they were supposed to come up with arenas. Those mongoloids didn't come up with that shit yet. Fuck them. That was just my bitter inner self raging there a little bit, if you guys could tell. I'm not sure if you could tell. So anyway, basically I think that right now it's awesome that I two more games coming up with arenas. So in the next 7 months we're looking at the 3 MMOs that are gonna have arenas, like a really good structured arenas similar to World of Warcraft. And I think it's freaking awesome and amazing, because finally somebody can actually compete with Blizzard for us, you and me. You watching this video, you listening to me playing a random battleground or something, for competing for us, basically for our subscribers and the people who are actually gonna pay for the services. Because it's a dog shit when one company can actually come up with some stupid, ludicrous things like having a PvE dominance PvP. Come up with a shit like basically letting one flavor of the month class completely milk the entire system for about 8 months, and that's just not fun. It's not fun for anybody, because they either have to roll flavor of the month themselves, thus basically fueling the I guess the angriness, the animation towards that class, because it's such a so strong this season, but also ruining the fun for the other classes, for the other players who play other classes, and have them quit the games. Now, needless to say, I did play with a hunter. I played with in 5.2 when the ratings were not inflated, when they didn't buff MMR, and I got up to 2450. It was like rank 3 or rank 4. And guess what? The shit was easiest, one of the easiest thing I've done in my life. All you do is you just like put out so much damage and pressure into one target, and you see the healer. Easiest thing, easiest thing. And I just understand, I really hope that the games are going to be more about the sustained damage or setting up the kills, instead of just spamming as much crowd control into one target, trying to kill the other one that has the least amount of defensives. Excuse me. So, be able to actually have 2 different games compete for the arena market, for World of Warcraft, I think it's awesome. Now the guild I was creating is more of a community centric. It's not gonna be a game centric, because right now I don't want to play WoW. I'm only playing to just invite people into the guild and then basically make those updates, talk to people, make a workshops or something like that to make sure guild runs smoothly, because I'm gonna be coming back in 5.4. But what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to make a community centric basically guild, where we can have a guild maybe in Star Wars at the same time, or maybe even in WildStar. I think it's pretty awesome if we're gonna actually have the same model or something. But the thing is, I will be playing Star Wars because I actually start leveling. I'm like RPing like a Darth motherfucking Vader right now, because it's pretty fun actually. But on the other hand, because I wanna try other arenas, because I'm tired. Like, you guys are probably carrying all my eggs in one basket, which is World of Warcraft, when it comes to my arena experience type of thing. So I personally gonna be a very smart consumer. I will be playing the game that's gonna give me the most amount of fun. The ratings, the high ratings, fuck it, I'll get it in any other MMO. If you have a mental acumen, or if you're working on getting better as a player, you will do really good in the other games as well. So in that sense, I will pick and choose which games I want to play. Maybe I'll play WildStar, or maybe I will play actually Star Wars, or maybe I'll play World of Warcraft and other games. For now, I will be seriously interested in actually playing 5.4, because it looks like developers got some of the developers got some of their heads out of their asses. The couple of developers still keep their heads in their asses, and I'm talking about like counter buffing BM Hunter. Like, BM Hunters got nerfed in the control utilities, then they gave them back their control utilities and buffed their damage, and you're looking like, the fuck is going on inside of your brain cells? Like, how do they work? And I'm referring to like 33% increased damage on kill command. If you want to increase the damage of the freaking Cobra shot, because those are not easily usable in PvP, but those are used a lot in PvE. Make CC cause a shit tons of focus. That's the way to balance the shit out, and that's the best way. No. Here, guys, we're gonna buff the damage to the ones that are actually responsible for the most of the damage in PvP, and then we're gonna nerf utilities, and then we're gonna give some utilities back. Alright. Anyway, I should start ranting about it, because, oh god, it's very mongoloidy. Like 25% arcane shot damage, 33% increased kill command damage. Now I know some people say, well, hunters are not looking this strong in PvP. In 5.4 PTR, we actually take a look at them, and some people say, well, hunters look extremely overpowered in PTR. From personal preference, it didn't look like they put out as retarded damage because of a baseline resilience increase to trinket bonus and baseline resilience increase. But even with that stuff, these hunters still looking extremely deadly. And I know a lot of people say, well, they're supposed to be nerfing them, but guess what? I cannot trust Blizzard anymore as a consumer. And I hope you guys don't trust as well. You don't trust this video, you don't trust my channel. You usually try to see for yourself what's the best way, or what's the best route to take, or where's the best way to go. And I think that's kind of the biggest and the best thing to do. So in that sense, what I'm actually trying to say here is basically a very, very simple thing. Let's see if if the new season is gonna live up to our expectations, because I'm coming back for it, and hopefully it's gonna be really good. But if it's not gonna be good, let's just have a keep an open mind and try other games as well, especially the ones that are gonna be offering arenas to us as well. So with that said, there's gonna be a good competition for the arena player market, us, and there are shit tons of people actually playing it. Believe it or not, a lot of people who actually quit World of Warcraft right now are, believe it or not, are actually gonna be PvPers, and it's kind of awesome. I think finally our PvPers like, fuck this game, I'm gonna try something else. And usually something else became League of Legends, which is funny because they actually listen and care about the feedback. And a lot of people also left to a Neverwinter Nights that right now sitting at what, 3 million subscribers, which is fucking awesome. It's a lot, and I think it's great. I'm honestly glad that actually Winter Night is like in the process of bending over World of Warcraft right now. For one main reason is because World of Warcraft is gonna be forced to get better. Guess what? Blizzard are competitive motherfuckers, and when it comes to MMOs, they would like to come up with the best MMO possible out there. And if they see somebody else is doing extremely well, they will try to do the same thing. And if you guys notice, it's actually been the entire theme of World of Warcraft since I actually started playing it. I played World of Warhammer before, and as soon as Warhammer came up, like, Blizzard rushed their Wrath of the Lich King and released it very shortly so they could compete with Warhammer. And I think it's actually a great thing to do. I think that MMO companies should compete with each other instead of producing a better quality product. That makes the competition fierce, but guess what? It makes the product better as well in the long run. So, the biggest success of actually Neverwinter Nights, believe it or not, was very simple. They listened to the feedback of the players. They would do a poll vote and they see who actually does the best things, who actually comes up with the best ideas. They'll be like, well, do you guys think this class should be toned down? Something like that. And they're like, yes. Guess what? They're taking that into consideration and do something adjustments accordingly. And I think that's actually a great thing to do. In all honesty, I think it's amazing when you actually taking the feedback from your players and trying to make a game better instead of trying to shove into a player's mouth shit that stinks sometimes because you think it's the best shit you can come up with. Maybe it is, but it's still shit. I'm talking about rhetorical things here. So anyway, in this sense, yes, you guys could see I was a little bit frustrated. Frustrated mainly playing against like Pali, Hunter, Priest on my luck. When I was playing on my luck, God, it was like one of the most miserable comps to face against because there's just so much offensive pressure. And there's, like, honestly, I would face like 8 out of 10 Hunters for last matches. And it just gets boring. It gets annoying. It's exactly the same thing over and over and over again. And it just gets boring. So anyway, regardless of that, I should stop ranting here a little bit. I am gonna be playing 5.4. I will be playing it with you. I will be producing the content because I will actually be passionate about the content. I already have a big ideas for Reinhardt 3. Some of the awesome ideas. I probably actually end up spending about $500 to $1,000 into Reinhardt 3, and I'm gonna put like the best music possible and disable all the ads. So it's gonna be just for my subscribers, so they could actually enjoy it. Anyway, regardless of that, guys, thanks a lot for watching this vlog. Thanks a lot for watching my ranty ass. Please let me know in what you think in the comments below. Do you think I was right? Do you think it's awesome there's a lot more competition coming up? And most importantly, are you guys looking forward to maybe arenas, not in World of Warcraft, but possibly in Star Wars and WildStar? Let me know what you guys think. До свидания.